Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope we're all well. This is my week 13 BETMGM Premier Dance review and my week 14 preview as the race for the playoffs is now nearing its final stages. And let's get straight into it, where last night we did head to Merseyside. We did head to Merseyside and Liverpool. There was already drama in terms of Merseyside, in terms of the Merseyside derby. Everton ended Liverpool's Premier League title hopes officially. And what better for the Darts to come to Liverpool and the first day made Yuki, who is a Manchester United fan. So first time Yuki did that booed last night by the crowd, taunting the crowd of Liverpool with the pointing two fingers up, pointing the 2-0 up. I know it's a bit of banter, isn't it? It's a bit of banter, and Darren White, for the first time, probably for the first time in his career, got cheered, apart from when it's in Wales. So it's quite unusual, would have been unusual for Darren White. But as for the first game, UK did come out on top. Didn't really affect the boos, didn't really affect UK, as UK came out on top 6-3 against Darren White. UK avoiding a bit of a shock defeat to Darren White as well. But UK just came out, just won out the winner overall in the end, didn't they? And just had enough to get over the line. Up next then, two playoff hopefuls, Duke Humphries and Nev National. Duke Humphries, who was near the top of the table. Nev National, who was in third in the table. Nev National, 6-2 win, with a 6-2 win over Duke Humphries. I wasn't saying Duke Humphries didn't play well. I think Duke Humphries played well enough, didn't he? But Nev National was on it. He was proper on it in this game against Duke Humphries. And the thing is with Nev National, what he's changed to his game, as we have said in previous weeks now, he has started more quickly, hasn't he? Nev National, he has started more quickly in games. That's why he's near Crawford Hayson for the playoffs. There has been a change in Nev National's game, and it's been a good change as well, because he normally starts slow, Nathan, doesn't he? But now he's started quickly, and he's beaten one of the Premier League favourites, one of the favourites to win the Premier League, and Duke Humphries 6-2, with 106 average. Up next then we saw Watford and Peter White up against struggling Mike Van Deuren, you have to say. Van Deuren is probably the one, you have to say, he's probably under pressure in terms of keeping this playoff yet. But Mike Van Deuren, obviously, as the night went on, Mike Van Deuren did get a bit of breathing space, especially with what happened in the next game, after his game, with other playoff hopeful Michael Smith also using, with Michael Smith using 6-4 to Rob Watts. With Michael Smith using 6-4 to Rob Watts as well. But Mike Van Deuren, a 6-3 winner over Watford and Peter White. But Peter White was in it. He was in that game. And Van Deuren was quite lucky to avoid a stay, in my opinion. Peter White averaged 98. Van Deuren averaged 92. And this is the thing now. This is the thing about Van Deuren and Smith, obviously, last night. They had dangerous games against players who had nothing to play for in Peter White and Rob Watts. Van Deuren came through, but Michael Smith got beat. Rob Watts 6-4. Rob Watts coming out 6-4 winner over Michael Smith in a very good standard game. Yes, we will. It was a very good standard between the two of them. Rob Watts getting back to that over 100 average then after the last couple of weeks not being at that average as Rob Watts. So a 6-4 win for Rob Watts to dent Michael Smith's playoff hopes. Then we move on to the semi-finals. You get come from 5-3 down, to beat Nath National in the last year decider to reach yet another night final for the new UK. And in the other semi-final, we saw Mike Van Duren, a very poor performance from Mike Van Duren as he used his 6-2 to Rob Twats. With Bob Twats again denting another playoff hopeful horse. Which meant the final was UK against Rob Twats, and UK turned out a 6-2 winner against Rob Twats. With UK averaging 105, Rob Twats averaging over 100, so a very good standard game. But UK it was just far too much for Rob Twats in the end. So what does that mean then to the league table after night 13? It means UK is now pretty much qualified, you have to say, with 31 points. Normally it would only be over 25 points that would take qualification, and UK has already passed that. So UK is on 31 points. I think he just needs one more win, you would have to say. I think he needs to win one more game, and I think that's him qualified. So UK 31 points. UK is in second with 26. So again, you have to say it's still between second and fifth in terms of battling out for 3 places, because I think UK is now definitely qualified. He's now over 30 points. But 6 points, it's not. UK is only 6 points here to 5th place, which is outside the playoffs. Rob Cross and Darren Price and Peter White, they're definitely still out of it for me, despite Rob Cross's won last night. Bit of a missed opportunity, you have to say, for Michael Smith, because if Michael Smith would have beaten Rob Cross, he would have actually probably fancied his chances. Then probably an out of form Mike Van Duren. Well, an inconsistent Van Duren. You just don't know. Van Duren's now unpredictable now to predict. Obviously, Nath National, a couple of points for Nath National. He's still not safe yet in terms of them playoff places. But still all to play for, in my opinion, between second and fifth, in my opinion, as I do think now UK is now gonna probably, he will definitely qualify with one or two more games to win, and I think he will do that easy, UK in my opinion. So that is the table of the night 13. And now we go on to night 14. We've got 3 more nights yet. In this intense race for the playoffs in the Premier League darts. Obviously, the night 13 champion UK is gone into night 14 as a night 13 champion, and it is in Aberdeen. So starting off then with the homecoming of Peter White. Peter White will be coming into his home country, up against Michael Smith, the boy, Michael Smith. And as I said before, Michael Smith does seem to turn up in his first game with a very high average. Peter White, could say, was very unlucky. Should have probably made it a closer game against Mike Van Duren in night 13. And the only worry for Michael Smith is that he lost to Rob Twats in night 13, and Rob Twats is obviously out of the playoff race, as is Peter White. So this could be a dangerous game for Michael Smith. He has to get the job done against Peter White, in my opinion. I think he will get the job done. Against Peter White, and after done for 6. I think it'll be a tight game though. I am done for a 6-4 win for Michael Smith against Peter White. Off next then, don't you get against Nath National. Nath National will be wanting to get revenge on UK after UK defeating Neff National, obviously in night 13. And you know what? I fancy Arsenal. I do fancy Neff National. Obviously, you don't fancy United as well. But Neff National, first game, he seems to do well, doesn't he? On the first day of the night, Neff National. If he can beat Luke Humphries 6-2, he can definitely beat United, no matter how good, no matter how robotic United is. So I'm done for again. I'm done for a 6-4 win for Neff National against United. Up next, then Mike Van Duren, then Rob Cross Van Duren. Of course, Rob Cross beating Van Duren, who beat Van Duren in the semi-finals of night 13. So Van Duren beat up to step with ends, and Van Duren is under pressure. Or he is under pressure again. So I think Van Duren should be fine. As long as Van Duren wins his first game of the night, I think Van Duren should be fine to qualify for the playoffs. And I think Van Duren does beat World Cross in depth with ends on World Cross here. But then it's not going to be easy. I do fancy a bit of a 6-5 storyline for Van Duren. Done for Van Duren to just get over the line against World Cross 6-5, in my opinion. And finally, the next game, and the last quarterfinals, Durham Price against Hugh Humphreys. I'm done for, again, I won't be shocked if that's a tight game either, but I'm going to go for a 6-3 win for Hugh Humphreys against Durham Price. Which means my semi-finals are Michael Smith against Neff National and Mike Van Duren against Hugh Humphreys. Starting off then with the first semi-final, Michael Smith against Neff National, which is my first semi-final. I'm done for Neff National to beat Michael Smith. I'm done for a 6-3 win for Neff National against Michael Smith. And in the other semi-final, Mike Van Duren against Hugh Humphreys. I'm done for Hugh Humphreys win though. I am done for Hugh Humphreys win against Mike Van Duren. I'm done for a 6-4 win for Hugh Humphreys against Mike Van Duren. And in the final, and my final for night 14 is done by Neff National against Hugh Humphreys. And obviously, they are currently second and third in the table, Humphreys National. And if anything, I think if that was to happen, that final, I think Arsenal and Humphreys will be pretty much guaranteed in the playoffs. If we had the points total, both of them at the moment would get 5 points. Obviously, 2 points would put them through to semi-finals and 3 points would get to the final. So Van Duren would be on 2 points. So 26. Smith would be on 22. And yeah, Arsenal and Humphreys. I mean, still not there yet for Arsenal and Humphreys, but they'll be pretty much there at some point. Pretty much there. But in terms of my final, then my final prediction, which will be Neff National against Hugh Humphreys. Humphreys hasn't won a night for a while, has he? Hugh Humphreys, and I do expect him to get back on track and win the night. Hugh Humphreys. So I think Hugh Humphreys will win. I think Hugh Humphreys will win the night here, and I'm going to go for Hugh Humphreys to win 6-4. I'm going to go for a 6-4 win for Hugh Humphreys to win night 14 of the Premier League Darts, as he goes to try and close that gap when you get to the top, even though it don't really matter. Yes, we will. Because the most likely scenario, both of them could still get Mike Van Duren in the semi-finals, the playoffs. So I'm going to go for Hugh Humphreys to beat Neff National 6-4 in the night 14 final. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below, night 13 down below in the comments, and feel free to leave your thoughts, your predictions down below for night 14. Take care, stay safe, see you later, as you get the pantomime villain wins in Liverpool to strengthen his playoff hopes, and his best technically almost there now. You get to qualifying for the playoffs on his Premier League debut. Take care.